like extra low key as far as?
I just hit the button.
Okay.
Okay, so remember, guys, Kingpin is extra low key tonight. So
He's low key tonight.
Low key. So welcome to the Thursday edition strike. I had to use the little night strikes room and show off a couple guns. So we had to start. We had a delayed start. Sorry, guys. We were a few minutes late.
YouTube and panel guests and host Night Strike.
Yeah. So
and everybody out there in chat. What's up?
Yeah, George is here. George is here with us. George is like never not here. He's always here.
I think it's pretty awesome that
unless I can't get on, that's the only time I'm not here.
I think it's awesome that you're on the panel now, man. I've really enjoyed hearing your voice instead of just reading your texts.
George is actually a voice artist. He really is. If you ever heard George go on about on a tangent of things he's passionate about, it's like, oh my god, holy free holies.
Well, I mean, he's as OG gun channels as you can get.
Yeah.
George was one of the first people that really opened his arms to me and made me feel real comfortable in gun channels. So
I always say hi to everybody,
I always had mad love for you, sir.
Yeah, but George is also an OG gun channels guy too.
I just said that.
Yeah. So I'm affirming it, okay? So who do we got out there? We had Kingpin doing double duty out there. DJ Play Nice, completely ruining the chat. Gun Lover Grandpa's out there. DJ Play Nice is continuing to destroy the chat. Congratulations, sir. Gun Lover Grandpa still out there continuing to chat. Scott79 is out there, and that's all we got out there right now on the YouTube side. Remember, guys, if you don't say anything, we don't know you're there.
Yep.
We don't know you're there. So
say hi.
So make a comment. You got a question. You want to talk about guns. Hey, this is what tonight's for. Tomorrow night too, but again, tomorrow night we might talk about actual topics because the Friday Night Strike. While it's somewhat like what the Thursday edition is. It's also the Friday Night Strike, so it might be different. Sometimes it's the same. Yeah. DJ Play Nice, I was only messing with you, dude. You didn't have to delete everything. I just said you were destroying the chat, man. Come on, I was teasing you.
He was just busting your balls.
Oh boy, he got all defensive and emotional. We're sorry, DJ Play Nice. You can speak.
You're cool, bud.
So what's going on, guys? You got any questions? Got anything you want to talk about?
Me? No. I'm just glad to see that you got your baby today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, actually.
I picked it up Tuesday.
Tuesday. That's right. That's right. Tuesday.
Yeah. How long were you waiting for it to ship? Like from the time that you got a confirmed sale, how long did it take before you got to bring it home?
I don't remember.
A couple of days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a couple of days.
Yeah, because I remember you had showed me you had showed me the pictures, and stuff, and then
I don't remember how long it took.
I think. All that matters is it's already home. It's already and it's you forever home.
It's home. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Now, what's that chambered in? 30-06?
308.
308. Have you had a chance to fire it yet?
Yeah. No, I haven't had a chance to fire it yet. So
want to fix it up a little bit before.
I want to fix it up a little bit before I fire it. So I'm working on that.
Everything's working. Everything's working good and everything.
And I also got to do a video too. So
imagine if you had it in full, if you had a full auto capability, you'd be an anti-aircraft gun.
No, if I had a full auto capability, it's not hard, but I'm not going to do that because it's illegal.
Yeah.
Have you looked at like the nooks and crannies, like look down inside the barrel and?
Yeah, the barrel's clean. The barrel's
and the head spacing and everything is the tolerances are nice.
The tolerances are fine.
That's good, man. Really good. Glad you found a winner.
Yeah. It's a good rifle. I mean, yeah, it's used, but I didn't want an $1,800 new Springfield Armory because that gave Springfield Armory money. So
So
Yeah.
what is the official name of that gun?
it's a Polytech M14S.
Okay, so that's the M14. So there's still a Garand and an M1 Garand, right?
There's an M1 Garand. There's an M1 Carbine. There's an M1A, which is the semi-auto version of the M14.
Okay, so now
So the M14 basically is what the Garand was basically turned into. Because they took the design of the Garand and they said, let's take this design even further, and it became the M1A or the M14. Excuse me.
What's the one that's 30-06 chambered in 30-06?
That's the M1 Garand.
Okay, cool.
The M14 is 308 or 762 by 51. Originally 762 by 51, but but when the Chinese and when the Springfield Armory, the company, started making them, they almost started making them in 308 just because backwards compatibility and everything.
Okay, so I'm glad you used the term backwards compatibility. Now we know the 5.56 2.23 rules and which one you can do, what's in the we've talked about that a lot. What is it, the 308?
308 and 762 by 51 are different. So if you've got an older rifle that's only chambered in 762 by 51 millimeter, you do not want to shoot 308 out of it because the commercial 308 has higher pressure than the original 762 by 51 millimeter NATO.
Now that goes the same one. What is it? The 308R?
308 in 762 millimeter NATO is a no-no, but 762 by 51 millimeter NATO in 308 is okay.
That's where I was going. Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I put a 308 round in my AK, no good. But if I put an AK round in my 308, all good. Well, sort of.
Sort of, but okay. I would not recommend it.
Right.
Because I think 760 by 39 is I think the diameter of it is a little bit different than 308. Just a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Because I think the diameter of the bullet itself is like 308 bullet is 308, obviously, but I think the bullet diameter of the 762 by 39 is anywhere between 309 to 0.311. So I wouldn't necessarily shoot it through 308 because tighter tolerances.
Right, I gotcha.
So
that's same like if you have an AR that's chambered at 223 and then you try shooting 5.56, it's a lot different because 5.56 has more pressure.
Yeah,
or something.
I think it's a lot more with the 308 going back and forth than the 5.56. I think.
No, G23. You're right. The 308 is a 30 caliber round. The problem is the diameter of the bullet is larger than the diameter of the bullet of a 308 round.
There you go.
Which, as I said, depending on the type of bullet, the tolerances for 7.62 by 39 is the bullet diameter is usually 0.309 to 0.312.
Well, he makes another good point. He says if you got the 223 wild, it really doesn't matter. Is there a 308 7.62 wild, like a gun built to fire both of them?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And so, like I said, I know
because
the 5.56, but
the reason why it'd be hard to fire both of them is because look at this. Look at the length of the case on the 308 and the 7.62 by 39. It would be really hard to find a way to be able to shoot both out of a barrel.
Yeah, see, I don't know enough about the fine details or the ballistics or
Yeah.
any of that about the AK-308 swappability to talk more than just ask a bunch of questions about it.
Yeah. So it's just yes, I got a new rifle. Yes, it's a M1A copy from Polytech. It's the M14S.
Have you got anything new, George?
Me? No.
I am working on replacing some parts on it. It came in before the whole 922R thing, but the issue is I am replacing parts on it because I don't want it to look crappy. I want it to look legitimate, so I'm replacing a ton of parts on it with USGI parts.
Awesome.
Do you collect, George?
I guess I got a couple of rifles and I got two handguns.
But you're not really a collector, like.
But not a big. Well, if money was no object, I would collect a little more maybe. But I mean, right now I just got like a couple shotguns. I got 2 pistols. I got a Ruger 1022, and I got 2 ARs.
The reason why I've been buying guns lately, or at least 1 or 2 of them, is because I've been getting some work lately. So I've been getting money again. So
Nice.
when you're working, you're getting money. You obviously buy stuff, right?
Oh yeah, I know a friend of mine does that. One of a friend of mine here in town, what they call it, he likes to go to pawn shops a lot, and sometimes he tries to look for stuff that's like hard to get, rare, that's a good deal and stuff, and they'd be like, oh, cool, he'll buy a shotgun, or he'll buy a certain rifle or something, a pistol.
Right. I'm with the fence down on the Mini 30. I kind of would like a Mini 30 too. Mini 30 is pretty nice.
Mini 30.
The Mini 30 is a Mini 14 that shoots 7.62 by 39.
Yeah, I think those are popular.
Yeah,
I've got the Mini 14, and I like the sound of that. A Mini 14 fire. The only thing is the recoil, because my Mini 14 has got a real hard buttstock and it's got that little metal plate on the end, so there's no squishiness at all. So I'd probably want to invest in like one of those little pads or something while I'm at the range.
Mr. Marshall is out there in the chat. It's going all right. Pretty good week.
Ever since I watched the team, I always loved the Mini 14, man.
You might not have seen me in every chat lately, and that's because I've been busy working and doing work for other people, whether it's remote work, whether it's website, all of that. So whatever pays the bills, right?
Yep.
Do you get to go to the range much? Do you get much range time in, George, or?
I haven't. Not lately. I've been wanting to. Well, I go with my brother and stuff because he likes to shoot his ARs and stuff.
George has the same problem I have, where if we go to the range, we may not be able to refill our ammo.
Yeah, I haven't bought any new ammo since I want to say about a year. I would say 2 years maybe. Well, I got a good supply of 5.56.
Well, that's not entirely true. I did the other day. When I went down to my local gun shop, before I picked up the gun, I did get a box of, what was it? He had some 223 Wolf Military Classic 223, the steel case, and then he had some 7.62 by 51. So I got that.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool.
But,
Yeah, and my brother, he's like, since he loves to read a lot, and he's always online reading, forums and Facebook groups of guns and stuff. He reads a lot about the people having trouble with ammo, and stuff. Like the ammo companies are like trying to catch up on demand and stuff, and sometimes quality control is skipped a little, and then some guy will have like a freaking scrib load or something, their ammo will go bad and it'll blow up in the guy's gun or something, and he kind of freaks out of that and said, I'm gonna wait a while, let everything slow down a bit, and then finally maybe I'll get some ammo. And I'm kind of like, okay, well.
G23 asks, has anyone seen the scissors on the YouTube where you can cut a clip from someone else's channel? No, but technically, wouldn't that be taking away someone's copyright?
I don't know. People used to do that a lot in the past.
Yeah,
No, it's a new feature. It's a new feature. You had it on your, what was it? I think it was your Tuesday night strike.
Mhm.
There's just like down there at the bottom of the screen. Let me go back to YouTube real quick and look. Like right where it says 10 people watching, scheduled for July 15th, and the thumbs up, thumbs down. There's a little pair of scissors right there. So I've never, I don't know how to use it, but it's pretty bold right there. And I think it's just a new feature that they are trying out on YouTube right now. And it might even be, I don't know if it's for the content creator to also make it like easier for you to pull clips out of your own lives or what, but
Yeah. If you're talking about a movie or something and you show a clip of, what you're talking about or something. I know in the past that people used to like copy certain videos that people would post up and they would post that as theirs. That's right now they have that little icon, that people put up like, their channel icon and stuff. So that way if someone tries to download your video, well, the icon's on there, so they can't claim it as, their own, to repost it. So I know they've been doing that for years now. But yeah, it was real common that people would like, oh, I'm gonna copy this person's video and I'll upload it, and stuff. And if people search for it, well, they're gonna see my channel as well, stuff.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Can't add more. That's not good. So now YouTube has polls, but they don't. It's only yes or no.
Polls.
Yeah, no, it's like this. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna continue going through the comments, guys. But no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a question, everyone.
Susan Majicki loves a good poll.
There we go.
Are you gonna tell us what the poll was?
Yeah, it's out there.
Well, I'm not looking at it. Just tell me what you just did.
That's what it says.
The poll says, "Do you guys own a battle rifle?"
Oh, I thought that was. Oh, I thought you were talking about like you were looking through your recommendations and you were answering polls that you just wrote a poll. Okay.
No. You can do polls on YouTube.
Right.
YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
So
what do you consider a battle rifle?
okay, a battle rifle would be like it would be an AK, a FAL, a G3, a SETME,
Are we talking about all those things that you just said? Those are all personal carry.
An M1 Garand.
These are all. These are all
M1A or an M14.
Wait! Stop! These are all single person infantry weapons, like something a guy is going to carry.
Yeah, that's what a battle rifle is.
Okay. I just want to make sure you're not talking about something you have to mount on something too.
No, I was just getting out there. Just that's what the battle rifle is.
All right, well, I don't know these things, man.
Well, again, that's why we ask.
Do you guys own a battle rifle? I do not.
Well, then click no.
I did. I'm 25th percent.
Yeah, a G36C. I'll accept that as an answer if you've got one of those. Sound of Anarchy 92. I'll accept that as an answer. But all right. So M. Gabriel says, when you are done at work, what do you do with all the $1 bills? Ha ha, M. Gabriel. I get paid digitally most of the time. Not or I get checks. I never get $1 bills. I'm not like some people. Okay.
Get $1 bills.
Very funny.
It just make me head over to the strip club,
Very funny.
Or the washateria,
Is 1022 a battle rifle?
No, it is not.
I wish it was. I would say yeah.
1022 is not
right,
a battle rifle.
No battle rifle.
I would say yeah, hell yeah. Actually, I got my uncle. We have my uncle's SKS. What would that consider a battle rifle?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah.
So, but I'll let the poll go for another 2 or 3 minutes, and then then we'll stop that. All right.
Now, can you set the timer for it, or do you manually have to turn it off?
I believe you have to manually turn it off. So,
Okay, so I see Tony says, well, I do have another one though. So I guess would 2 Ruger 1022s be a battle rifle?
If you've got like the Gatling gun configuration for them, I might accept that as a battle rifle just because of the ridiculousness.
I'm trying to help you, Tony. I'm working for you, brother.
Yeah, but no, as Tony says, battle rifle is usually a 30 caliber rifle or better, and he says 308, but technically it's a battle rifle is a 30 caliber rifle or better. So the M1 carbine would not be a battle rifle because it's 30 carbine, and it's basically a pistol caliber carbine.
Now, real quick, when you guys are talking about wide calibers, all 30 millimeter caliber starts with a .3. So whether it's 308, 338, 30-06, anything that starts with a .3 is a 30 caliber, right?
Yeah, but not every 30 caliber rifle is technically a battle rifle. It has to meet certain criteria.
Yeah,
I
was just checking so I can keep up with the terms that you guys are using and make sure I understand. Like, and a 20 caliber would be a 22, a 223.
No,
because
30 caliber, not millimeter. So
no, that's what I say, caliber. Yeah.
So, I mean,
boom, boom,
boom, boom.
Okay, I'll stop. I'll try to stop interrupting so much.
No, it's fine. Cool.
Hey, just trying to make understand the terms and whatever the topic. I mean, which is good.
Okay. Instead of Sharpshooter says Night Strike. If we're going 30 caliber and assuming semi-auto, then no. I guess I should work on that next. Well, honestly, I have a couple. I mean, I have a couple battle rifles. I've got the M1 Garand. I've got the M14 S. I've got a Setme or a C308, which is technically a Setme. So that's also a battle rifle. It's just does it meet the criteria?
I fired one of those. My friend used to have one, man.
Yeah.
I remember trying to fire it. It's like I would try to fire it semi-auto, like as fast as I could pull the trigger. I would just pull the trigger once and wham, the recoil, because I was like, this is first time shooting it, so I was like, whoa.
Now remember, a battle rifle they're basically a full powered, full length, automatic or semi-automatic rifle. Okay, that's the base criteria.
That's the answer that I was really looking for. And what is a battle rifle? That's much more clear. Do you have one, George?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
So
that would have been awesome. I was not really much into really.
And it's not specifically by caliber either. So, I was just using that as a guidepost. Okay.
Back in the day, I was not really into like the Grand or the M14, yes, the M16 and stuff like that. I used to like more of the modern, but then after a while, I was just like, you see a movie or something and you're like, oh wow, this is a different light that I've seen that rifle being shot. Oh, and it looks pretty cool,
Right. So again, like the BM59, the M1 Garand that the Beretta took and rechambered in 308, added a magazine, and used instead of adopting the M14 in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a battle rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, technically, the FN Scar that shoots 308, that's a battle rifle. I guess, is that the 17 or is that the 16? I think that's the 17.
17, I believe.
So it's the Scar 17 or Scar H is a battle rifle. All right. The FAL. Okay, everybody loves the FN FAL.
The FAL, yeah.
I'm actually, the FAL is on my list of guns to get.
That would be an awesome.
Whether I build one or whether I buy one. Okay, but the FAL is on my list, And the FAL is like the epitome of the free world battle rifles, aside from the M14 and the BM59. Because the FAL was in like over 80 or 100, between 80 to 100 NATO countries.
I used to like that. I saw a documentary on the Falkland Islands, and they would talk about like the British would carry the semi-auto version.
Yeah,
and
they carry the semi-auto. They carry the semi-auto version. Yeah.
And the other
well, here's the funny thing: the HK417, which is in 7.62 by 51, that's a battle rifle. See, so I'm just going over this, and like the Galil that's in 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO, that would be a battle rifle too.
So no sniper rifle is a battle rifle.
No, that's a sniper rifle would be a DMR technically.
All right, but basically, just trying to reaffirm what I'm thinking is, you're talking about a utility weapon that a soldier is going to have with them and carry with them and use, not something that they got to unpack and set up or so. It's going to be, they're basically like an EDC gun.
It's essentially.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, we don't have to get all super technical. I'm just
right. I'm just giving examples, okay? Yeah. So technically, the even the Zastava M77B1, which is in 7.62 by 51 millimeter NATO, that Yugoslavia or Serbia uses now, that's a battle rifle because it's an AK in 308. So if you've got an AK in 308, we'll accept that.
Do me a favor. Send me an email with the link to tonight's show, please.
Okay.
If you don't mind. I'm having some difficulties right now.
All right.
If there was a rifle that I would like to get, and I wouldn't say the older rifle, but I mean in an AR platform, I would love to get me a 458 SOCOM. Wow. I just love the way that round looks, man. It just looks like a little missile,
Well, I was considering doing a complete build. Travis P11 was helping me through. This was like last year, I guess it was. And then I just decided, for my practical reasons, there's really no benefit to me doing it, so I decided not to. But one of the guys at the range has got one, and basically all you need is, you need a new upper because you need a little bit bigger barrel, and the 5.56 magazine worked. If I'm remembering the way he was describing it, he let me shoot 2 rounds to it. I could have shot more, but I only decided to take 2. But I'm pretty sure he used the standard 5.56 mag and just had to download it, not put as many rounds in.
Right.
And it was just a different upper. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it doesn't take much to just transform a lower you've already got built into a SOCOM.
Oh yeah.
It depends on what caliber, because I know if you just got like the 5.56 223 lower, the multi lower, you can do you can do the 22 conversion. You can do you can do the 9mm conversion, which just you just do a magwell conversion. I've also seen that there are some like 40 caliber 40 Smith & Wesson conversions too, and there might even be a 45 conversion too. Because with the AR-15, it's really the deciding factor isn't necessarily the magwell. The deciding factor is most of the time the upper. Does the upper have the right parts so you can just throw in a magwell conversion? If the answer is yes, then hey, you could just literally do any caliber, 45, 40, 9mm, 22. It's all about the upper.
Well, and I didn't really take that into consideration, because the vast majority of the time when we're talking about AR, it's 5.56, so I kind of just assumed what I maybe shouldn't have.
So I do want to mention this out there while we were talking about battle rifles, and now we're on ARs, but battle rifles, an AR-10 would be a battle rifle. So if you've got an AR-10 out there, then you got a battle rifle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because one or two countries, and I think in South America, did or it was either Brazil or I think it was Portugal or something. They adopted the AR-10, and that's how they got the top loading charging handle AR-10, and they were using that.
Cool.
So
Yeah, I remember that.
so if you remember Ian from Forgotten Weapons, he did a video on it on the AR-10 that was used by militaries. That's a good video to check out. I don't actually have the link to it, but he's got it in his channel, so check that out.
Cool.
M. Gabriel says the G3 or PTR, the PTR 91, the HK 91, the Century C308, which is a SETME, but technically, Germans fleeing from World War II ran to Spain, created this gun called the SETME, for NATO because Spain had joined NATO, and they created the SETME, and then they were allowed to go back to Germany eventually. And they brought that design with them to Germany because Germany didn't want to use they tried to use the FAL at first, but FN denied Germany, or West Germany at the time, the ability to make them in their own country. So they decided to go with, making their own. So they just modified the SETME, and that's how we got the G3.
Yeah.
And then, again, the HK91 came from the G3 as a semi-auto version that they imported here into the United States. So that's how that all worked out. I mean, it's actually an interesting read, and if you go over Ian from Forgotten Weapons videos on the SETME rifles, he pretty much does the same thing, but the whole story behind the rifle is interesting as hell because it wasn't originally chambered in 308 or 7.62 by 51. It was chambered in 7.62 by 51 millimeter SETME, and then they just adopted it just so they could join NATO. I mean, this kind of stuff is really cool, okay? You might not think the history of some guns are interesting, but if you go through and actually look, you're like, hey, that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, especially how, designs and how they changed something because it didn't work or something. And
that one small change, ended up working, and, it basically saved the day,
Mm-hmm. It's like the M16, I mean, when they used to use stick powder during the Vietnam War and stuff, it would dirty the hell out of the barrel and chamber, and they weren't issued cleaning kits at the time because they said, it's self-cleaning. This is self-cleaning. You don't have to worry about, and then it would jam and stuff, and then they would say sometimes that the bullets would swell if you would leave them chambered. So it was like, because of the humidity and the temperatures in the jungle and stuff. So then they said they changed the ball powder because they loved the stick powder because it gave farther range. It gave but the thing is, it would dirty the heck out of the barrel and chamber. So they had to go to ball powder, and it was a little bit better. And then of course they had to issue out cleaning kits, which helped the problem of jams and malfunctions. So that way they had to clean the rifle as much as they can. Because it was also because there was no chrome lining on the chamber. They didn't chrome line the chamber and stuff. So I don't know. There was a lot of stuff, but yeah, it was like a big trial and error that finally, when they finally did some modifications and changes, that the rifle ended up working a lot better than it did before. Yeah.
I have to send Kingpin an email right now, so hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. He jumped out. I think he was probably switching from his phone to his computer or something.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. But I sent him an email. He should check his email, and we'll go from there.
Mm-hmm.
Again, if you want to join the chat, if you have something interesting you want to talk about, or you'd want to jump in the conversation, the link is at the top of the YouTube chat. It's in the blue highlighted area saying join link. So, we got an A number one troublemaker here.
We got the Mr. Rogers of all gun owners.
No. There's the Mr. Rogers right there.
Hey there, America. It's Nighthawk Medic again. And I'm here to put holes in shit.
Oh my God! Holy frijoles!
Holy frijoles!
Es Travis P.
Travis
I forgot to say 11 in Spanish.
Es Travis P. Once.
Travis P. Once.
Tepe once.
Las cucarachas de los colors.
Sí.
So,
Me gusta cucarachas.
This is what you get for putting an open link in the
I know.
chat.
Yeah,
I know.
we all rated it
We
at
got
the same time.
You get the rowdies.
Honestly, I had expected you guys much earlier, but you guys just weren't on the ball tonight.
My
No,
mom said
dude.
the same thing. So
I left the gym and I was so hungry I had to go get a steak, and that's
here you go.
Oh, dang.
So,
Steak.
Beef.
Sam of Anarchy out there says, at
What's
Night
for
Strike,
dinner?
if I had over $6,000 handy hell, yes, I would buy a HK G36C with the full auto capability. You ain't the only one, man. I wish I had that kind of cash too.
And by the way, I have 4 battle rifles for the pole.
Yeah. I was looking at a video of a friend of mine. She had a video that she went to the range with her husband and friends, and they show this guy, he's shooting a G36. I'm like, wow, that looks pretty cool. He's shooting a G36. And then they're like, I see the chamber ejecting rounds, and I'm like,
22.
something looks wrong. Those rounds look too small, those shells. And it was a 22.
Yeah.
It was a Pro Mag clamshell stock that went over the Ruger 1022.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
man.
literally in the gun store 2 days ago, and there was this amazing looking, looks like an AR Galil combo on the wall, and I grabbed that thing right up, and my buddy who runs the gun shop starts grinning real big at me, and I flip it, and I look, and the caliber label 22. I was like, man! He goes, yeah.
That's why it was $399 and not $39.99.
No, it's up there for $1,700
Oh my god!
for a
Yeah,
22.
no.
Yeah.
No, not
Even
for
the
22.
H&K 22s, the H&K 416 22s, only what $400 or something. Yeah.
Well, now
Savage Sharpshooter says at Night Strike, if I refer to it as a battle gown, will you buy and put on the blue dress? Not unless I get a 100% sponsorship from Savage Sharpshooter 93 Productions.
There you go.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah.
Hey man, speaking of battle
No,
rifles,
I gotta get the sponsorship in writing.
There you go. There you go.
So
What was that, Travis? You were saying?
Oh, in about 2 weeks, I'm picking up a Century C308 from Foos.
yeah, I heard
Gonna be buying
about
one
that.
from him.
Foos
I'm excited,
bought a
man.
PTR. He
Yeah,
bought a
PTR
PTR
91.
and he's selling you his old C308.
Well, I got to shoot it, so I mean, I got to check it out. It's solid,
Oh.
man. He's done a little work to it, and it's in really good shape, and it runs good.
Yeah.
Is that nice, Ray?
That's awesome.
No,
Is that Tony?
that's
There's
Tony.
your HK 91.
Oh yeah.
It's not sharing for me.
This is the rifle club president.
There it is.
owns this
There it is.
gun. He wouldn't let me stand up and shoot it. He's such a wimp. He made me sit. I was like, dude, I've shot these things before.
Really? That's a 7.62 by 51?
Yeah, 308. It's not that
Yeah.
bad. The
Yeah,
thing weighs
that's
like
not that
9
bad.
pounds. I mean,
Yeah, there's
shit.
no
Yeah,
recoil on that
like,
rifle.
It was like jamming and stuff, and I was like, "Come on, dude, I'm not gonna."
Yeah.
it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny.
Now,
He was like,
Really?
he was like, "Please do 3-round burst." I was like, "Okay."
You're a
But you got-
big guy.
I know.
honestly, Tony, I don't think that rifle could push you over. No offense.
No.
That's what I told him. I've shot these things full auto at Eric Shoots, and you just got to lean into them a little
Yeah.
bit.
That's
Nice.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey, that's nice. That is nice.
I've shoulder fired a 60, and I know I'm not as big as you are.
Rambo.
No. Rambo
No.
hip fired his 60.
he's kind of anal about this stuff. You know,
I see.
Yeah.
but
Well, I guess I prefer him to be more anal about this and not his men.
Maybe you thought that you were gonna like you were gonna fire the rifle and it was gonna launch off your arms like those elephant guns.
what it is the rifle club's like right in the middle of some neighborhoods, and I think he just tries to exercise some control because he didn't want to get. They've been there for like 50 years or something, but now they're starting to have people complain or whatever. So he's trying to keep the peace.
Okay.
So it was more about not doing a Rambo.
Gotcha.
He didn't want me doing a Rambo,
Say hello to my little friend.
And they are loud, okay?
Yeah, they are.
So
Yeah.
it ain't a Ruger 1022.
Yep. So, Travis, I am gonna warn you. While I know Foose says his trigger pack is fine, I am gonna recommend that, Travis. The only thing you do to that rifle, if you replace a part on that rifle, is to buy a PTR 91 trigger pack and either use it or save it for when that Setney trigger pack starts giving you problems.
I'm getting a second receiver with it with the trigger pack in it, just no barrel. So I mean, I've got a backup pack if I need one. I fired it. I thought the thing was fine. The trigger's a little light, but it's not. You have to definitely have a definitive pull on each pull, otherwise you'll double tap it or triple tap it if you're not careful. An unintentional bump fire basically. But how much is that trigger pack?
Trigger packs usually go for about $100 or so.
Oh, okay. Is that what's just a better build? Basically,
you would have to get them from hkparts.net.
Well, the other place I went through, I did order.
You could probably get them from somewhere else too.
Oh, what is it? I was looking up. I ordered a couple new magazines for it today. They were $9.95. Just to have a couple fresh new mags. I'm getting 5 with it with ammo in them.
Right.
But who did I order from here? You go to C308 parts. I ordered from Robert
RTG.
Yeah. I ordered from, and then I also bought a different handguard that has Picatinny rails on it. It's like a pick rail handguard.
Yeah,
it's made by AIM Sports. Mainly, that's just so I can put a bipod on it easier. Yeah. And just I guess accessories, just a little bit easier compatibility. It's gonna add some weight to it, I'm sure, probably about a pound or so, but I don't really care. So, but yeah, those are only $49.95. That's not bad.
Yeah. So, but again, trigger pack. Get the HK style trigger pack and just and the grip for it, and you should be good.
Boy, don't threaten me with a good time.
All right. Yeah.
I've got a buddy who's supposedly going to be making me a polymer like box style polymer frame and stock that I can snap over my one of my MKA 1919s to make it look like an AA-12, and I'm really excited about that.
That'd be cool.
Since Sol Invictus Firearms, otherwise known as the Moron Squad, could not make the semi-automatic AA-12 because they sent a unlicensed machine gun to the ATF. Do not buy anything from them.
Jeez. No bueno.
No bueno. No bueno.
No bueno except for Taco Bueno.
Right. Some of Anarchy says a night strike. The G36 would be my battle rifle next to an M4A1 and HK416. Honestly, a battle rifle would be the HK417, technically. But, yeah. Go with the 417 instead of the 416, man.
I mean, really, if I had to choose a battle rifle to go into combat with today,
It'd probably none of them.
STG 44.
Ooh, you're going old school on us.
Well, if I could have it in new condition, in a heartbeat, STG 44.
Here's my battle rifle right here.
Uzi 9mm.
Nice choice. God, isn't it crazy that the most difficult thing about shooting an Uzi is learning the rhythm of that big ass heavy bolt in it?
Oh, I love it. I love
the push pull of it where it rocks back. Yeah, people don't understand that to shoot an Uzi. The 9mm does nothing to the submachine gun. It's purely how heavy that bolt is.
That cycle rate, it just makes you happy.
Yep, and you can hold it on target.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
No.
Well, there's people don't understand that there's a bell curve when it comes to automatics, and so real super fast and real super slow are easy to hold on target. So like 200 to 300
But
rounds
actually,
a minute.
This M16s are relatively easy too. I mean,
Well, they're
Savage Sharpshooter is asking at Night Strike 1, toying around with the idea of an M1A if I can find one at a decent price. Talk
There
me
you
out
go.
of it. Okay, I'll talk you out of it right now. 1, Springfield Armory. 2, Springfield Armory. There you go.
our M4s were about 900 rounds a minute, which is at the top of that bell.
I mean,
curve.
like that's
Yeah.
nothing.
There's no recoil on them.
Yeah.
Plus, it's 5.56 with an 8.5 foot long recoil spring.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could hold an M4 on target at full auto with no issue.
Is that basically just, a 16-inch upper on a rifle length lower?
Well, he could have you can't tell the difference between the lowers, but he could have. It's mostly butt stock, so he could just have a rifle butt stock on it.
Right.
You talking about this one?
No, I was thought because that didn't look like a rifle length AR. That looked like a 16-inch upper on a rifle length lower.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see, I have a,
And again, remember the full auto parts for on registered full auto guns would be for the ARs.
Would be the lower.
Would be the lower. So yeah.
Yeah. So you can put whatever upper you want on it.
Exactly. So.
And I totally turned it into an M4.
I mean, you could just take the stock off and just put an M4 stock on there. You're done.
Well, he could put whatever stock he wanted on it. For full autos, I like the straight stock. I prefer that.
oh yeah, they're easy to shoot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Have your buffer and
Oh, Defense Day is saying you all are pansies. I'll make my Rossi RS-22 a battle rifle and get all the zombies.
Pretty
Travis,
much, man. Yeah.
Travis, you want to tell me he's wrong?
Until it
No,
won't feed
I mean,
anymore.
you got 2 900 round boxes of 22 LR. You can take out a small Nebraska town.
you know what?
That
I'll give him a Caltech.
Use it on top of a grain elevator, and you can pretty much
A
pop them
small
off all
Nebraska
around.
town, maybe not, but a nest of prairie dogs in Nebraska.
He's a
maybe.
pretty accurate shot. Well, if all you need is a headshot, I mean, you probably could take out some zombies with that RS-22 and enough CC. With enough CCI mini mag, I think anything's possible.
Well, and hope no zombie has a plate in their head.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever dude? You can't. You have to throw people out of the military when they get a plate in their head. Anything that reflects too close to it will scramble their brains. So bouncing 22s off of it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Look at that, man. Tony's just tearing it up, man. Make it rain. Make it rain.
Tony,
I'll put the sound effects in there for you.
You are only furthering our envy. You are only furthering our envy, Tony. Come on.
I had to bring my own ammo too. That was the worst part.
Oh my god.
Well, that was
amazing
back in
how fast.
2012.
2012.
That was gas was $0.25 a gallon and 5.56
this
was 50 cents a
2012,
box.
wasn't it? Yeah.
So Travis Sharpshooter
Yo.
has a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
He says, "Oh wait, Travis is here. What are his thoughts on Bear Creek AR-10 uppers?"
Fine. I mean, remember, it's not an AR-10 pattern. It's an LR-SR pattern. So you want to make sure that you get an LR-SR lower. So like I got the Aero M5 and then I've got the Bear Creek Arsenal 6.5 Creedmoor upper, which also uses LR-SR magazines. It was great. I mean, they're a little expensive. I mean, there's not much of a price difference when you get up there between that and PSA, maybe about $100 difference.
Right.
But mine was fine. I mean, it made it up with the Aero lower perfectly. You watched my video, I had no problems with it at all. It ran great. I mean, it's, you get that M5 lower for probably $350. And then I don't know what an upper costs at Bear Creek for that. I've only been looking at pistol uppers recently, but it would be pretty comparable. It'd be a couple $100 less than going through PSA. Well, plus PSA, I think they do their own proprietary uppers and lowers on their AR-10s.
Their uppers, I think, are more the DPMS style. So,
well, they're not compatible with LR and SR, so you got to watch out.
Right. So PSA,
yeah.
I've talked to them before on this, and they said, well, if you use ours, you're good. The only other ones that would be compatible with our AR-10 uppers would be DPMS lowers, AR-10 lowers.
Which they haven't been making those for a while, so you're probably going to pay a pretty penny for them because the DPMS.
No, but other companies do make knockoffs.
That style. So I think it's fine. Get yourself an arrow lower, and then I think you can run any 308 or 6.5 or anything that's going to take that LRSR pattern up, or you're good to go.
So,
yeah.
So what are you showing us now, Tony? Which one is that?
Oh yes, the Bumblebee. Dude, there is a cult following to this thing. It's amazing.
I know.
I fired one in 16, I think, 2016. Yeah. God, they're fun.
I was shooting it slow because I had to load the magazine. It took
it sucks. Did he not have the speed loader for it?
Well, there's no Maglula speed loader for it. Yeah,
it's not Maglua. So there's a company that specializes in these things. You can go on their website. They make all the parts for them. Still, they make magazines and they make speed loaders for them. There's like the American 180. There's a bunch of people that are enthusiasts that have those. They are fun.
I was trying to find the better.
Sam of Anarchy 92 says, at Night Striker, I could build an AR-10 to look like a Knight's Armament SR-25 DMR.
Ooh,
yeah, you can do that.
Wicked.
That would be wicked.
Mm-hmm. That'd be cool. Yeah. Go on, do it.
Dude, people just don't know. They should be completely jealous of you.
Tony,
I'm trying to get it in the frame.
Yep.
He's like, quit worrying about the video, boy. Just shoot the gun.
Shoot the gun, boy. Shoot the gun.
Shoot it now.
Listen to the cycle rate.
Why does that front handguard look like it's Thompson style front handguard?
Because he's had it replaced.
Ah.
It's not the original one.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's not the original magazine either.
Come on, shoulder that stock.
Well, it's only 22. You don't really have to shoulder it.
No. you can hold that thing in one hand.
He could have Rambo'd it. Could have.
Yeah, E&L Manufacturing is still making parts for these things.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah. All right.
I'm trying to tease not Hawk coming to the range.
Well, brother, I'm moving out to Collegedale. We just bought another house out there. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to join the Chattanooga Rifle Club.
That's great. You know, I could probably, there's like a 1,200 people waiting list. I could probably talk to Mark, that guy right there you saw with the cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
Tell him you need a medic.
Yeah, that's right. We need
tell him you know a medic who will volunteer.
Uh-oh, Defense Dad jumped in. Watch out.
Oh, what's up, some bitches?
I hadn't realized we were running the food chat.
Food chat?
What? Food chat?
Midnight Range TM's chat.
Oh, yeah.
How the hell you get food when I call you some bitches?
Because,
Oh, that's his little tagline, isn't it?
That's his tagline. His award, the Roundup Some Bitch of the Week.
Yep, that's right. Roundup Some Bitch of the Week. Who is a Roundup Some Bitch of the Week anyway?
I mean, I did just finish eating dinner afterwards, but whatever.
There you go.
I say the same thing with my friends, except I'd use the F word instead of bitches.
Well, let's keep this PG-13-ish if we can.
Southern Tons.
I think bitches is that the one. PG-13.
One at a time, please.
Sorry, I'm on the phone.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I just said I think some bitches is acceptable in PG-13.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's look it up. Let's see what cuss words.
How many is some?
PG.
You're allowed one F-bomb to keep it PG-13 too, and you go to R, if I'm not mistaken, by the rating system for movies. I'm pretty sure that's what they use.
Yeah.
Dude, apparently it's subjective.
Maybe it depends on the context, like the use and the intention. So,
It's like in Star Trek Generations when Data said, "Oh shit."
You said it.
Well, I mean, you can't have an entire conversation with nothing but the word "dude" and the F word. So, I mean,
I have totally had an entire conversation.
Nighthawk Medics had the same conversation.
Yeah, it was include. They had the modifier words. What the?
Yeah, it's just hilarious. It reminds you of like the Christmas Story. It's like, yeah, I was there helping my dad, and all of a sudden I dropped the bolts, the nuts, the bowl of nuts, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, fudge. But I didn't say fudge.
Fudge, yeah.
My dad looked at me and he talked to my mom, and boy, did I get it. That was funny, man. Oh, fudge.
Do you know where he learned who to say that from? His father. No, your son. What I do, Mom? What I do?
Oh boy.
Now, see, it was hilarious when back in the day when I was young, and my brothers and stuff, when we're young and stuff, my mom would always say, like, "What are you guys learning all this foul language? You guys are getting it from HBO, aren't you? You're getting it from the cable." And I was like, "No, Mom, I'm getting it from the school bus." I would hear all the kids in elementary say that, dude. I was like, "Come on,
man." So I just have you ever gone to the website for movie rating? Jurassic Park is PG-13. They eat mofos in that thing.
Yeah.
Castaway, he fiddles with a corpse. Let's see. A Beautiful Mind. Don't even get me started.
Yeah, I know.
Well, but Nighthawk, you got to keep this in mind, though. They don't really eat the actors. They don't really kill the actors because that's just how the writers wrote it. It's all special effects, so they never get people to make movies.
I'm going to hurt you.
He shows a good point, and Nighthawk Medics is like, "You're just ruining it for me."
Lovingly hurt you.
well,
Lovingly hurt you.
Yeah. And Gabriel is complaining about Chicago's $1 million fund for illegal gun tips.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like, you want to fix Chicago's gun deaths, get rid of some laws, and maybe get rid of Mayor Lightfoot. You'll fix Chicago real fast.
On gangs.
Check down on the gangs. You'll fix Chicago real fast.
Actually, you just want to fix Chicago real fast? Take away the rule that says women on welfare can't have a man in their house. As soon as the family... No, dude, it's a rule. And so let's play back to where that concept started. During slave times, they separated families, and it destroyed the family unit. So let's fast forward to now. They're doing it again. The Democrats are separating families intentionally again to destroy the family unit. You want to fix Chicago? Give the fathers an opportunity to be fathers that want to be fathers. Because those women aren't going to have a man in their house as long as they lose their welfare money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
We're into the generation, though, of kids who've been raised to not respect or not value the family unit or whatever, the family.
Yeah, well, look at Hollywood, dude. Every show in Hollywood is about the dad being a moron. All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Yeah, it's like, the family doesn't eat, dinner together and stuff, kids don't care about school or their values that their parents try to, like, teach them and stuff, They all want to, like, idolize, like, celebrities and musicians and what they call those influencers and stuff like that, That's what they all care about now. And that's what just destroys everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you try to, like, hey, you try to put your foot down and stuff, trying to, like, discipline your kid, and they're like, yeah, right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
By the way, y'all reminded me, we do need to solve who's going to put my AK kit together.
We do need to solve that.
AWAG.
Hey.
Send it to Honda.
AWAG.
No, still said Honda.
Nice.
Get back from Honda, it'll glow in the dark and have barbed wire around the stock or something,
Right, barbed wire and glow in the dark stock. That'd be cool.
Hey, Nice Rick, I just got an invite for Sandhill's show, so I'm going to go ahead and jet. But you guys take care and have a good night, okay?
Yeah, no
Take
problem.
care, buddy. Good
See you,
seeing
guys.
See you later. We're gonna wrap this up anyways. It's been an hour.
Same here, guys. Later.
So,
How come every time I mention that, y'all start to shut the show down?
Because I only do this for an hour.
I know, but I seriously need somebody to help me with this thing. I finally found all the parts. Keep thinking Nighthawk's going to volunteer.
I'm incapable of doing it all the way and doing it right, brother. So I don't volunteer if I'm going to F the job up.
Yeah.
It's good contractor work, right?
So. All right. On that note, guys, we're wrapping it up. So if anybody knows anybody that can help Tony build his AK, let him know. Otherwise, George, words of wisdom?
Now come back now, you hear?
There we go. We'll accept that one.
That sounds like Tennessee talk.
Nighthawk, any words of wisdom?
Yeah, remind your congressman that the new potential head of the AFT is a nightmare.
Well,
only takes an email. Send one.
Did you say AFT?
Yes.
Yes, AFT. It's a Biden gaff.
Have we moved it around?
It's a Biden gaff.
Okay. I've been out of the loop. Sorry.
I don't think it's a gaffe at all. He's alcohol, firearms, and tobacco. Let's talk about their focuses in order of priority. I'm thinking about changing it to fat asses. Firearms, alcohol, tobacco, antagonists. Never mind. Anyway,
or you can just call it anti-firearms.
Well, you also have to shooting dogs too. So.
Oh man, yeah.
So it goes on even further. Anyways, Tony, final words of wisdom.
I don't have any.
Oh my!
You have to find your own wisdom in life.
All right. See, that's his final words. Find your own wisdom. With that, we'll see you guys later. Take it easy.
Good night.
Adios, Felicia. We'll see you on the next one. Shama be infringed, and.
Thank you to all the Hanan Homamids or whatever you call them.
Fuck Hate Strange. There we go. We're done.